A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We have got a very interesting guest with me, Mr. Mahesh Bhirangi, Managing Director, Pragati Engineering, Belgaum Pvt. Limited. It's good to meet you, sir, here in Belgavi at your office. And I wanted to start our discussion. Can you let our audience know more about Pragati Engineering, Belgaum Pvt. Limited, its inception, the journey of the company till date?
Sure. At the outset, a very good afternoon to you and your team, Dinesh, and thank you very much for you and Meshmix Media for having being here. So our journey began when we started off as a single machine shop, and when I decided to quit my work with Crompton Greaves, and I came back to Belgaum and started off my own. So the initial years were of with one machine or two machines and so on and so forth.
Okay.
So somewhere 2008, we said it's time for us to go in for an expansion, and with our customer, and we are a part of the Pragati team right now, and which was Pragati Automation Private Limited. They happen to be our parent concern. We did an expansion, and this location what you're seeing right now, almost two shops of 30,000 square feet or maybe 10,000 square meters each of manufacturing space, as well as an office space of around 5,000 square meters, which we have here.
Okay.
So the journey began with being as a job shop, trying to manufacture components based on customer design, what our customer used to give, and we used to cater to their requirements. And as we progressed in our journey, and like I said, when we had exclusive, we tied up with Pragati Automation. Rather than tied up, Pragati Automation was grateful. We are grateful to them and to their founder, Mr. Ashok Sate, who showed confidence in us.
Okay.
And he said, "Let us work together." And that's how Pragati Engineering Belgavi came into being.
Okay.
So the journey has been very good. We graduated from supply of components to manufacturing of our own products.
Okay.
So we manufacture square turrets, which is an import substitute. It has been a dream of our chairman, late Shri Ashok Sate. Unfortunately, he's not there with us. Visionary in a true sense.
Yes.
And even before the Make in India or the Atmanirbhar Bharat was coined, he had already said that what the world can do, why can't India do it? And as per the quality requirements of the world. So the square turret was one of the products which which still has a huge demand, and it's used for basically low cost automation.
Correct.
Most of them were being imported from China, and we did do our own design with the help of Pragati Automation, and we assemble and we market that as a product from Belgaum here. As well as we do a lot of many cylinder assemblies. These are chucking cylinder assemblies, which we take it up for our parent concern, that's Pragati Automation, and they in turn market it across the country and wherever the export market is.
Okay.
So over the past 15 years, I would say it has been a very eventful journey.
Okay.
Lots of positives, lots of learnings. Mainly learnings were how to graduate from component manufacturing to an organization which can manufacture products.
Correct.
Why I would say it's a major learning, because a product manufacturing or selling a product requires a totally different mindset.
Yes.
Because the products which we do right now, or which our parent concern also does, that is Pragati Automation does, they go on to the CNC machines.
Yes.
And there are quite a few customers who have one or two machine customers, and if their machine stops because of a product, then it's not good.
Yes.
So all along, when we do products, when we do components, it's like, okay, we really don't know who the end customer is.
Correct.
But when we do a product, we know who the end customer is.
Yes.
And we need to place ourselves in their shoes to understand how our product is going to affect him.
Correct.
So, like I said earlier, it's been a very eventful journey, transitioning from components to products. Right now, we do both a mix of products as well as components. Products, the square threads which we sell directly on a B2B segment to machine tool builders across India.
Okay.
We have a varied customer profile pan-India basis. And for chucking cylinders, we send it to Pragati Automation and they in turn market it across India.
Okay.
So basically whatever we have our pan-India customer base. In some cases we have a customer base across the world as well. Plus as we have graduated into products, we are coming up with new products as well. So we have the hydraulic power chucks which we have started.
Correct.
Which we expect them to go into production as early as this year, that's this financial year, because we are starting the year today itself.
Yes.
That's the 1st of April.
Yes.
So that has been my journey so
Okay. And Pragati Engineering aims to be leader in total supply and service to its customer base. So, how does the company prioritize customer satisfaction through its activity?
far. We are governed by our values,
Okay.
which are customer centric. Then the next value is leadership,
Okay.
excellence, agility, and respect.
Okay.
If you take the first letters of these 5 words
Okay.
and put them together, the word comes as clear.
Okay.
So when you say C from the customer, L from leadership, E from excellence, A from agility, and R from respect,
Okay.
it makes clear.
Okay.
So in these clear values, the customer happens to be foremost important. So we always stress on our customer.
Okay.
We take regular feedbacks from our customer on a regular. We say as regular as every month we gather feedback. We have people going out on the field,
Correct.
trying to understand what the customers' needs are. I myself also make it a point to visit every quarter,
Okay.
every customer. I try to cover every customer during the entire year.
Oh.
Plus, we have our other teams going out. We have our salesperson goes out. We have production and quality teams also who
Correct.
visit the customer, trying to understand what the customer's needs are and how we can make our service to the customer better.
Correct.
So, customer service and customer happens to be the central strategy for us. Our entire universe revolves on how we can make a customer happy, how we can delight a customer,
Correct.
and how we can give him a seamless experience across all the activities which we carry out. When we say seamless experience, right from the time it could be a cold call which a customer makes rather than we make a cold call.
Okay.
A customer through a reference may be asking us, may come to us asking for a product like a square turret, and that is where our engagement with the customer start.
Correct.
And we ensure that whether he places an order with us or not, that is immaterial to us.
Correct.
But as long as he is a potential customer, we ensure that he gets the right treatment across.
Correct.
We ensure he gets a very rewarding experience across all the channels what he talks to us. It could be through email, it could be through a phone call, or it could be a face-to-face meeting. So we ensure that he gets a very good experience with us. And like I said, we visit him on a regular basis. Our entire teams also visit us. We take feedbacks from them. We act on those feedbacks. We go back to the customer, and when we do the next round of feedbacks, we go back to him and ask him, look, this is what you had told us in your earlier feedback. Have we sorted those issues out, or do you still have any concerns with that? And with God's grace, we have been able to satisfy our customer requirements. We do not have there are some instances wherein the customer does have a problem with us. I would not say we are the best. We are trying to be there, and we are sure we will be definitely there. So customer is a very central focus as far as we are concerned, and we are very mindful of the impact they have on us. We are mindful of their presence as a stakeholder with us, and we ensure that we keep him happy, we keep him satisfied in all respects, and that is how we take care of customer satisfaction.
Okay. And sir, you have got a great factory. You have got design. You have got machining solution here in the factory. How does this whole infrastructure help you to deliver a quality product to your customer?
Infrastructure is a prime requirement to develop a quality product as well as to deliver on time to the customer. So as you can see, we have a fully dedicated infrastructure. We can take care of our customers. We have close to 60 to 65 machines which incorporate which are incorporated with the latest technologies to handle the requirements of the components which go into our products. Quality is built into every step of our process, right from selecting vendors. It could be for raw materials, or it could be for subcontracting. So we try to we build in quality across the supply chain. starting from like I said, vendors, from raw material suppliers. We ensure they are equipped enough to deliver us quality goods. And once we finalize all of those things and they start supplying to us, we have intermediate checks at each and every process to see that the process controls are in place, to see that the process is under control, and thereby we try to build in quality into whichever activity we do. And when we say whichever activity we do, it need not be only manufacturing activity which we talk. It involves every process, irrespective of whether it's only manufacturing process or any other process. So that is how we try to get into quality of the product. And once we build quality into the processes, we don't have to take a look. We can be rest assured that things fall in place and we get a quality output every time. What we are trying to focus and what we are trying to achieve is trying to build in quality into the processes and not being man dependent. We are trying to build a system oriented and a process oriented organization. Much more so on lines of what many organizations in India are also there. If you take the Tatas, if you take the TVS group, if you take of the Bosch, so where more and more activities, entire activities are system driven and not a person driven. What happens when it's a person driven is the moment a person is not there, then the whole activity crumbles, the whole edifice crumbles. So when we build it into the process, the quality at every process, like I said, from a purchase of raw material, from manufacturing, from the stores process, issue of material to the manufacturing unit, the manufacturing produces, quality checks it. So all of these processes which go into a typical manufacturing organization, irrespective of whether they are manufacturing or non-manufacturing processes, we build in quality into each and every of these processes. So by building in process qualities, we ensure that we deliver a quality product. We deliver something which the customer wants. What is important here is to understand what the customer wants. So once we build in all of these qualities, we are pretty much confident that we deliver to what customer wants. And the infrastructure, yes, it does play a major role. And like I said, we have a diverse set of machines to cater to our needs. We have a diverse set of inspection equipments with the best of the technologies available, so that the process qualities are maintained and all of the quality parameters are tracked, and we have traceability to ensure that we do not deliver a defective product. Whatever product goes out of the factory here meets to all the norms when it comes to quality, or it comes to safety, or it comes to environment. We ensure to our best of our knowledge and belief that they're incorporated all of these activities before it's shipped out of the organization.
To take a cue, sir, teamwork plays a major role in any company's growth. So, what role does teamwork play in Pragati Engineering, and how does the company ensure effective communication and coordination among team members?
That's a very good question, a very logical, or I would say very relevant question. Let me put it that way. Teamwork, as it is said, together each one achieves more. So that is what it is. And like I took you on to a first set of values, what we have, the clear values. The last letter R stands for respect. And we respect each individual in the organization. And that is one way we try to make him feel important about what we do. We try to make him feel important about the activities he does. And thereby try to build up a team building culture, and we incorporate a team into it. We do a lot of team building activities also, like we do some training sessions on team building, we do some training activities on team building. So these form a very important role in ensuring that we deliver on time to the customer. And since we have a diverse set of people also in the team, we have a diverse mix. When we say a diverse mix, we have people who are not very highly educated, but they are highly skilled. So there is a difference between skill and education. So we have a lot of skilled people, which I can say they can beat the skill of any modern machine. And they play a very important part of our team. And we do understand they may not be very amenable to adopting technology, but their skill sets are so good that we incorporate them into every team which is there,
Correct.
and thereby they deliver value on based on their skill sets. So our team comprises of a mix of all people. Our team comprises a mix of specially abled people also, which we very much encourage specially abled people to work with us. So team, and like I said, teamwork plays an extremely important part. Communication, we have regular review meetings which happen so that communication happens on time and as per the requirement. We have display boards which are set up to for people to understand what we are doing. We are trying to build up as transparent organization as possible. We are trying to bring in transparency so the communication happens on its own.
Correct.
Rather than getting in communication channels, do a grapevine and
Correct.
do this, do back channel. We don't want to do into that. We are trying to bring in as much transparency as into the organization so that people know firsthand from the, like they say, from the horse's mouth,
Okay.
rather than some from hearsay or like I heard this, I heard that. Don't tell anybody. We don't encourage those things.
Correct.
We encourage a very open communication wherein people can talk, where people can discuss, and thereby we encourage them to talk. And to put that on record, this on the 13th of this month,
Okay.
we have planned a session for
Okay.
our people, which says, I can tell you what is the name of it because I have somehow it has crossed my mind in that. So we have done that as well,
Okay.
which says that we want to take people to the next step.
Okay.
So what we are going to do on the 13th is we are going to have a experiential learning session,
Okay.
which says taking ownership and making a difference.
Okay.
So that is what we have planned, maybe a half day event across,
Okay.
wherein we want to outcome what we are looking at to understand the needs of the self
Correct.
as well as the customer, of the team, of the
Okay.
organization,
Okay.
and we want to bring in out of the box thinking.
Okay.
So all these are the part of activities we want to promote as a part of our team
Correct.
building activity to develop more and more efficient teams, to help them prioritize their work, to help them becoming efficient,
Correct.
to help them to create a very conducive atmosphere, more of learning.
Correct.
I would not say training, more of a learning experience.
Correct.
And thereby they start contributing to the growth of the
Correct.
organization.
And how does the company anticipate addressing emerging trends and challenges in the machine tool industry to maintain its position in the market?
To maintain its position in the market, we develop various strategies we do just-in-time supplies.
Okay.
So we always ensure that our products are available to the customer ex stock. When I say ex stock, what we as a policy are following, we are 90% there. I would like to put it. We are not at 100% there. Wherein any purchase order comes from the customer
Okay.
by 1 p.m. We would ship it out in the same day.
Oh.
Anything beyond that, we tell the customer we'll ship it out the next day.
Okay.
So this takes care of the emerging challenges which happen in the machining tool industry, because when we say we are going to deliver on time,
Correct.
the customer is confident that whatever his challenges are there, when it comes to our product, he is confident that he'll get our product on time and thereby meet his requirements.
Okay.
The machine tool industry, being in a capital goods industry, is prone to the upheavals of the market, and being like I said, being a capex, it's the first one to get affected whenever there's a slowdown in the market.
Correct.
And so it poses a lot of challenges. So we work actively with all of our customers in the machine tool industry.
Correct.
We engage them at all levels. We engage them on a periodic, like I said, visits earlier.
Correct.
And thereby we map the challenges we face. We anticipate the challenges what we are facing,
Correct.
what we can face. We interact with the various associations like the Indian Machine Tool Builders Association, the Confederation of Indian Industry, and all of these organizations, and try to understand how the market is looking like, what are the forecasts which these associations have, because they have a wealth of information which is available with them. They know it much better, or they are more competent enough to analyze those trends. So we take feedback from them. We adjust our strategies to ensure that we're in alignment with what the market trends are, whether it is a growing market or a steady market. If it's a steady market, we meet more customer, try to increase our customer base, and try to be present across sectors. Even though we are across a machine tool industry, we try to be present across sectors through the machine tool industry,
Correct.
across other sectors of the economy.
Correct.
That way we ensure that we are in line with the trends of the economy, the challenges which the economy is facing, as well as garnering repeated feedbacks from everybody.
Okay. And customer feedback, customer testimonial is something which is very important for any company. So how does Pragati Engineering incorporate customer feedback into your continuous improvement effort and making your product the world class? How do you take customer when he gives a feedback?
Whenever we get a feedback from the customer that our product is not meeting his requirement or
Okay.
not conforming to what we have promised him, the first activity what we do is we send our person there.
Okay.
We try to reach the customer's place within 24 hours. That's the earliest. If it is within a vicinity of say 100 kilometers, we try and reach the same day.
Correct.
And so far we have been successful.
Okay.
The moment one of our people goes there, the customer gets the confidence that yes, I am being heard. So that is why we may not be able to give him a solution on the fly, but we are at least telling him, look, I am there and we are here now to take care of whatever is the problem which our product has caused to us. So that is the first step when it comes to engage the customer and to take his feedback. So depending on whatever feedback we get from the concern he has expressed, we start working here. It may require an improvement in our product, which we incorporate the improvement in our product. If it's a significant improvement, we go to the customer and tell, look, this is a significant improvement. We may or may not charge him a very nominal cost. When I say nominal cost, it is just something which we just try to give it. It's not something which hurts anybody's pocket.
Correct.
And we give at a nominal cost, we give him an upgraded product also. If it's not a major upgrade, then we see that whatever feedback he does, we go back to our drawing board. We read if there's a redesign required, we redesign it. If it's a bought out item which is creating a problem with us, then we work with our vendor. We talk to him, we engage him in the next round of development and tell him, look, this is a problem which has come. And many times we do take our vendors also to along with us to the customer, so that they understand what it is better. Because when it comes to certain bought outs, they are much more competent than us. We cannot be competent everywhere.
Correct.
So we incorporate that feedback. We involve all the stakeholders. Other customer being the primary stakeholder, but other stakeholders in our organization, including our vendors, and we take them to our customers. We talk to them, we discuss with them, and ensure each and every minute aspect of the customer feedback is incorporated into our product as we proceed.
Correct.
And ensure that our product keeps on improving. We treat every customer concern as a scope for improvement.
Yes.
So the moment we see it as a scope for improvement, we say let us improve. And even in case we have found that maybe it could be not our problem, but what we do out of it, this could be a potential problem for us.
Correct.
So the moment we see that this could be a potential problem, and we see how a customer is using our product, and we say, can we incorporate his use into a product and make it more better than what it was.
Correct.
No doubt our product right now is also not having a defect, but it has a potential to get a defect. So we try to cover that aspect also.
Correct.
So whenever people visit our customers, the first thing they do is they roll up their sleeves and they go to the shop floor.
Correct.
To see where the product is working, whether it's working as per the requirement or not. We try to take a feedback from the grassroots, if you can call it that, rather than sitting in an office and asking the owner or asking the maintenance person or asking the managers. We would rather go, we go onto the shop floor, meet with the real users of the product and try to understand them.
Correct.
It has so happened that many a customer has given us such wonderful feedback, which we have taken it and we have told them that this is what we have incorporated, and we have got a good response from them and they have been very happy with us.
Correct.
So these are the various activities we do to take customer feedback as well as the insights from the customer to meet these market challenges as well as the trends in the economy. And this has definitely helped us to improve our products, helped us to grow. Say for example, we closed the year on 31st March.
Yes.
So for two of our products, we grew more than 2 digits.
Oh,
So almost 20-22% growth we had.
okay.
Despite it was not a very good year,
Okay.
but our product sales increase is a testimony to the fact that we took the customer into confidence.
Correct.
We worked out on ironing out his problems, what we
Correct.
was both the existing and the potential ones as well. So that has been our strategy to ensure that the trends in the market are captured, the economic challenges are taken care of.
Sir, can you tell us more about Belgavi, its ecosystem, and and how manufacturers are growing, and lot of exports is happening from Belgavi. So, what is the success mantra for Belgavi, the infrastructure of Belgavi, and the people of Belgavi? More about Belgavi.
Okay. About Belgavi, if I can put it in a nutshell, okay, people here are more entrepreneurs. Maybe you will find more entrepreneurs here than maybe what you could find in Bangalore. People here are independent, so they want to be on their own, and that is why we have a very thriving entrepreneurship ecosystem. And when I say about the ecosystem for manufacturing or whatever, Belgavi is characterized by two distinct manufacturing processes. One of which is the foundries.
Okay.
Belgavi is very well known for its foundries, and the second is for its hydraulics.
Okay.
So these two are the reasons why Belgavi is known more for when it comes to the manufacturing economy per se. We have the best of the foundries,
Okay.
which cater to almost all the multinationals across both for the Indian market as well as across the globe. And in terms of hydraulics, we have units which have helped ISRO to reach the moon as well as to land on the Mars.
Okay.
So that is what Belgavi in a nutshell is. When it comes to the people, well, as you must have experienced, the people of Belgavi are very, very hospitable.
Yes.
They are very courteous.
Yes.
They like to meet people.
Yes.
And they are so hospitable to a point wherein people want to come back again and again to Belgavi. So that is what is one of the striking features of Belgavi.
Correct.
It has a very salubrious climate. When we say salubrious climate, even in this summer which is right now going, our evenings are much pleasant.
Okay.
Maybe this year has been an exception,
Yes.
but otherwise the evenings are so pleasant that early morning, somewhere around 4ish or something, 4ish a.m., 4 a.m. I'm talking of, you get a mild chill in the air. So that is what the Belgavi climate is all about.
Okay.
And Belgavi, when it comes to food, we are food lovers.
Okay.
You can see foodies across there. We have a very famous cow katta here,
Okay.
which is full of foods.
Okay.
One of the some important foods which have a global presence, I would say, is the Belgavi Kunda.
Kunda.
And that is why Belgavi is known as the Kunda Nagari. And there is one more dish which is also a very important dish, or very peculiar, or very dish which is known from its Belgavi roots, is something called Mande in Marathi,
Okay.
or Mandiki in Kannada.
Okay.
So that is another trademark of Belgavi in terms of its food. When it comes to culture, or when it comes to people, like I said earlier, very hospitable people.
Yes.
Culture very open, almost a metro culture.
Yes.
No doubt we are not metropolitan, but our outlook is metropolitan.
Okay.
We have a very good cosmopolitan culture. Let me put it, not even metropolitan, we have a cosmopolitan culture. That's a much better word rather than a metropolitan.
Right.
You have a mix of the young exuberance as well as the maturity of the old people here.
Okay.
So you have a very good energetic young people here. And you can see the organizations which are being led by more and more by youngsters these days, and you find them in Belgavi as well. So that is in a nutshell what Belgavi is all about.
And can you tell us more about IMS Foundation and Laghu Udyog Bharati, the work they are doing here?
Laghu Udyog Bharati, they are doing very commendable and excellent work, helping more and more MSMEs and SMEs in this area of Belgaum and this area of Karnataka, let me put it there, because we form a part of North Karnataka. No doubt Bangalore has been a center too for all these activities, but Laghu Udyog Bharati has been very good and efficient enough in portraying Belgaum
Yes.
as a destination for manufacturing,
Yes.
and it tries to showcase Belgavi across the various platforms what it has, state level as well as pan India. They do a lot of workshops to help us understand what are the schemes available from the government, what are the new changes in the acts which are coming in, what are the rules and regulations which are coming in. So it has been a very, they have been very helpful. Let me put it that way. Helpful in the sense that we come to know offhand what is happening and what is not happening. Some regulations which are introduced, which we are not very sure what is to be done. So they bring in expertise and they help us to understand those. Like for example, recently the government of Karnataka passed the Gratuity Act. So there are workshops which Laghu Udyog Bharati, in conjunction with the other associations of Belgaum, conducted. But Laghu Udyog Bharati was in the forefront of those. And so we came to know about the nuances of the act, how the act came into being, and what we need to do to ensure that we are compliant in that. Laghu Udyog Bharati also helps us to be compliant with all rules and regulations on the rule of the land, the rule of the law. So that is where it adds a lot of value when it comes to the industrial environment in Belgaum.
Thank you, Mahesh ji, for your time, and looking forward for many more interaction in future. Wish you a great day. Thank you
Sure.
for your support.
Thank you, Dinesh, and thank you, Meshmix Media, as well as Laghu Udyog Bharati, for taking time out and meeting us and having a discussion with us. Thank you
Thank you,
so
sir.
much, and we wish you all the very best.